In writing, it's really more common to see the dialogue tag after the words of the character. Notice that I can flip the words of the tag. I can say Jeremy grumbled, or I can say grumbled Jeremy. The word Jeremy is capitalized because it's a name, but the word grumbled would not be. The words of the tag generally are not capitalized. So in the second panel, his dad asked is not capitalized, or asked his dad. None of those words are capitalized. When we have the quotation first, if the sentence ends with a period, like the one in the bubble does in the first panel, we change that period to a comma before the tag. I don't really have a great explanation for why we do this. It's kind of in the middle of the sentence, so it doesn't make sense to have a period there. But you change it to a comma when there's a period. However, when the quotation, like in the second panel, is a question, we leave the question mark there. We don't change it to a comma. And we do this because otherwise your reader wouldn't know how to read that sentence. If it doesn't have a question mark at the end, you don't raise your voice. You don't say, "Why? Does your back hurt?" his dad asked. If there was a comma there, you'd say, "Why does your back hurt?" his dad asked. It just doesn't make as much sense. So we leave the question mark before the tag. If you're typing this document in Word, because the question mark is end punctuation, the word asked or the word his will likely automatically capitalize in Word. And you have to correct that because it's not accurate. If it's in a quotation mark like this, the tag is not capitalized when it comes after the quotation. The same rule applies to exclamation points as the rule for question marks. You need to know how to read the words in the quotes. If you want to say plus, "The right side of my desk just calved off," Jeremy exclaimed, you need that exclamation point. However, in the speech bubble in the picture, the sentence ends with a period. And if you were going to put the tag after this in text, like I did on the bottom, you would change the period to a comma after off before adding the dialogue tag, "said Jeremy," after the quotation. So the rule has some different variations, but there's a comma before and after the dialogue tag unless the quote ends with an exclamation point or a question mark. So here's a summary of all the rules when the dialogue tag comes after the words of the character.